So now I'll walk you through a quick overview of the FlipShare software, as well as give you some tips on how to edit clips that you can then use to create a movie later. Oh wait, no, this is going to go through the whole thing. So now I'm going to show you a quick overview of the FlipShare software, as well as how to edit a couple of clips and quickly create a movie. So let's start with an overview of the software. The first time you plug in your flip camera to your laptop or your PC, it's going to ask you to load and launch the software. It's a rather easy install, and once you do it once, it'll actually automatically recognize your device when you plug it back in, and it will open up the Flip software, and it'll look a lot like this. What you'll have is a couple of key features on the software platform itself. The first is in the center here, a thumbnail view of all the clips on your video camera. On the left-hand side, you'll have a navigation bar, which will give you an overview of your camcorder, how many videos are on there. Shortcuts, which will become more valuable over time, and how you can save favorites, movies, and snapshots. A computer section that actually gives you different files. Initially, this will be separate or blank, and then as you build out more and more videos, you'll see you'll have more files on your hard drive. Something you want to keep in mind is that the more files you have on your hard drive, generally you're taking up a lot more space to save all of these videos. So you're going to want to periodically move some of them off of your hard drive and onto an external drive, just to keep your laptop light, so to speak. It also gives you a flip channel shortcut. You can create a flip channel with a three-step process to register and log in and create. And that's essentially a place where you can share videos online, either privately or publicly, if you want to give people access to it. The last section here is really more resources, and the best piece here is really the support feature, which is pretty good online. On the bottom left, there's an action bar or an action section. I'll show you how this comes to life shortly, but essentially when you're saving, clip, editing, and rendering a movie, this will tell you the progress of that actual step that you're taking. Along the bottom, there's several icons, and I'll touch on a couple real quick. The Create section on the right here gives you three different options. One, you can create a movie. Two, you can create a snapshot or take a still image from the video you have. And last but not least, you can also burn to a DVD. The Share section here is going to allow you to email a video or a movie. You can upload it directly to your Flip channel there. You can create a greeting card, which is not all that useful in most cases. And last but not least, you can also upload it directly to YouTube or other online video sharing sites, and we'll go through that process shortly. So let's take a look now at how you can actually edit a video. So each of these thumbnails is going to give you a couple of key features and descriptors on this page itself. The first on the top left, it'll tell you if it's saved to your hard drive or unsaved. By unsaved, it only means that it's only on your flip camera itself. On the top right, you'll have the date that the video was taken. And then along the bottom here, you'll have a couple of key things. The first is you can play your video directly in the thumbnail view with full audio. And you can also navigate by scrolling one way or another. The second is it'll give you the length of your video, of the clip itself. And then it'll also have a scissors icon, and I'll show you how that works. And this is really the editing tool. When you click the scissors, which is really the trim video icon, it'll open up a fresh window. And I'll give you an example of how I'm going to do this. So I know I want to get a little bit of this video, so I'm going to actually catch from here where everybody starts talking. And by dragging these tabs over, it'll shorten the video, so you'll see this gets gray right here. I also want to take a little bit off the back end, so this also gets gray, and this will be the new length of my video right in here. And by pressing play, I'll be able to get just a quick clip, and I can preview that while I'm sitting here debating what piece I want to keep or leave. So let's say this is what I want to keep. I'm going to click Save As. I can then view, this is the computer folder, all the folders I have if I want to save it in an existing folder. But I'm actually going to create a new one and call it Sample Video. And last but not least, I want to save this as a file name that I'm going to remember. So this is going to be team saying hi, for example. When I click Save, you'll see on the bottom left, the action bar comes to life, and it's a rather quick process because it's an easy clip I'm making. Now I'm done with this file, so I'm going to close it. I can actually go over to the computer section over here, and I can see there's a new folder called Sample Video. If I click that, my sample video is in there. So now I'm going to navigate back to my flip camera, and I'm going to make one more clip. I'm going to actually show this B-roll clip right here on the top right. I'm going to click the scissors. And what I want to do with this one is it's a pretty good shot of the crowd we had at the event, but at the very end it's a little bit too much showing the bar and the bartender. So I'm actually going to view it and say right about here, I'm going to cut just the back end off. So I'm going to click this over. I'm going to make no change to the front end. And I'm going to click Save As. I'm going to select the file I want to save it in, so sample video. I'm going to change the video name to call it B-roll of attendees. And I'm going to click Save. And again, on the bottom left, the save and action bar comes to life, and that process is done. So now let's say I'm ready to make my video, and I want to create a movie. What I'm going to do is go down to the Create menu down here in the bottom, and I'm going to click Movie. And what I'm going to do now is navigate over to the video I want, which is the sample video file over here on the left. And it's as easy as this to get videos into the editing software, or the editing creating movie window. You just click them and drag them. Click and drag. So now I have my 2 clips in this video. I can do a couple of things from here. I can reorder them by just reordering them and clicking and dragging within this screen itself. I can preview each one if I want to make sure I have the right clips. And I can also do a full preview over here on the right, where I can watch the whole thing with audio in a very small window. But you can really see how it's easy to move and drag and reorder things. When I'm happy with the order, I'm going to click Next. It's going to then give me the option to add titles. So I'll call this Wilma Event. And you can also add credits at the end. So I'll say visit ogilvypr.com for more. And now I'll click Next again. Before I click Next, I can also do a full preview, which will show me what the video looks like with the title and the credits included. And you can see how the FlipShare software automatically adds transitions from one clip to another. So it's a pretty easy way to do a fade in, fade out. When I'm happy with that, I'll click Next. I can have the option to add music, but in most cases we won't be doing that. So I'll just click No Music and go to Next. And last but not least, it allows me to create a folder and a specific name for the file. So I'll keep this one named Wilma Event, and I want to keep it saved in the sample video folder. And when I'm ready, I just click Create Movie. And again, on the bottom left, the action bar comes to life, and it'll tell me how long it's going to take to render this. So when it's done rendering, you're going to see that it'll tell you movie created on Tuesday, 3:04 p.m., so date and time. It will put the thumbnail of the movie in the same folder I wanted it to save in, right on my main screen here. And from there, I'm ready to go. I have my final movie created, and now I'm ready to share it.